Guys, this is it. We are going to get the true ending for Amane. This current hour. Ointment? Oh, I missed my hand. And ointment and welcome. My name is Yuusha Anime and welcome back to the Fruit of Grisaia. And I believe now this is part 47 or 48. This series is it's absolutely huge, and I do want to thank everyone for continually supporting me with this game, because I want to play it, and I'm so happy that many of you also want to watch it as well. But anyway, right now, we done the last episode with the bad ending, which I actually didn't want to do. I actually didn't want to get any bad endings, but I thought if I'm going to experience this game completely, then I've got to get the bad endings as well. But now, we're going for the good endings, guys. That's right. I can't leave her alone right now. Yes. Alright, we'll run away together. Yes. And I'm pretty sure we're going to find that knife this time as well. Dirt. Looking into Amane's face, I find myself growing strangely contemplative. It hasn't been long at all since we met, but somehow I feel like we've been together for many years already. You know, it's probably because you've read all about what happened to her 10 years ago, so it feels like you've known her for 10 years. In that short time, I've gained many priceless things from her. For that very reason, the thought that I might fail to save her from this predicament is immensely frustrating. I bite my lower lip, a sudden physical rush of anger spreading hotly through my body. Are you sure that's not the gunshot wound in your shoulder? Hold on. It's coming. Vitamin time. I glanced down, following Amane's gaze. Probably because I got myself pointlessly worked up. Fresh blood begun to flow from my wounded shoulder from down my right arm, dripping from my fingertips to stain the rocks below dusky red. The gunshot wound's problematic enough, but the blow to my head as I hit the ground must have been more severe than I'd initially realised. You might be quite discombobulated and all. Without a determined effort to stay alert, the world before my eyes quickly seems to grow dim. No, stay awake, stay awake. Something salty and liquid begins to flow into my eyes. That's tears. That's tears, isn't it? At first, I assumed the pain's causing me to sweat heavily, but when I wipe it away with my hand, I discover my forehead has begun to bleed as well. What? Break time's over. Get running, huh? The man's got no patience. Alright, now it's time. Alright then, listen up, Amane. We're up shit creek without the proverbial paddle. To be frank, there's a good chance we're both going to die here. Ready to stare down the Grim Reaper? She's already done that before, and I'm sure you have already, Yuji. No, you aren't. Thanks for trying, though. Human beings can't acclimatize themselves to the possibility of death as easy as that. The closer death grows, the more the mind flies into sentimentality and reminiscence. Remembering some friends from elementary school, you sniffle like a child. Just looking up into the sky at twilight, tears flow down your face. It takes 3 full days of living with death for the paralysis to set in. Yes, paralysis is the only word for it. Death begins to take on meaning in its own right. It becomes the only thing that does matter. Sometimes, emotions utterly numbed, the survivors stagger into its clutches with a stupid smile on their faces. Might have been the wrong thing to ask of you. Fine, let's try this instead. I'm not a charitable enough guy to roll over and die when someone tries to kill me. I'll fight back every inch of the way, and if it comes down to it, I want the last words out of my mouth to be not yet. If you want to call yourself my woman, you're going to have to do the same. Since you're so prepared to die, you can do it fighting at my side. Got that? Thanks. I know I'm a stubborn pain in the ass, but that's what you signed up for. Stow it. Don't make me blush. I'll bleed out fast. Okay, that's cute. That's cute. Yeah, we gotta do it later. Don't ask questions if you know the answer. Alright, let's run. Come on! I want to see this go well. Come on. Take out Sakashita, please. Uh-oh. Oh, it's gone into this road. No, not this road. This way. Why did I say road? It's probably because I'm not well that I'm saying the wrong things. As he licks his lips dry from the tension of the hunt, Sakashita Keiji stalked cautiously through the jungle in pursuit of his prey. Some 10 minutes ago, his fleeing targets had split up to run in different directions. After a moment's hesitation, he had decided to quietly chase Kazumi Yuji, his initial objective and the more problematic of the two. For some time, the boy had been blundering forward like a wounded beast, not even trying to conceal his flight. A crude sneer spread uncontrollably across Sakashita's face as he followed. Damn, deer flee at full speed the instant they realise they're being targeted, and they won't stop until there's no longer the slightest sign of their pursuer. Even afterward, they still stand quietly on full alert for 30 minutes to an hour, cautiously asserting their safety. I'm pretty sure you're not considering if the deer was actually injured, or if the deer had even had a concussion. If the hunter gets tired of waiting and makes the slightest move, the deer will instantly take flight once more. Back to square one you go. The only thing to do is wait. Erase yourself, melt into the forest, clear all emotion from your mind. Just seen that my internet's went out, so that's fabulous. In time, the deer will decide the crisis has passed and begin to move normally again. That precise instant is your best window of opportunity. Living things are never more vulnerable than in moments of relief. Of course, human beings are no exception. The moment your desperate flight finally brings you to safety is by far the most dangerous. This Kazumi Yuji had piqued Sakashita's interest at first, but his flight had been clumsy, and for what the last few minutes he'd shown no signs of movement whatsoever. Perhaps his endurance had simply reached its end. No, he's trained. I'm pretty sure he is. That morning, just after he'd called out to Kazumi Yuji for the first time, Sakashita had momentarily felt his breath catch in his throat. Something about the man had set Sakashita's hair on end. It was a familiar feeling, the kind of tension he'd know when confronted by a large carnivore. Here's the thing though, dude. You shot him? So he's at a massive disadvantage instead of just being the person he was the other day. Just compare that for a moment. Either way, it looks like you're either going to die or going to go to prison, because the bad ending. Kazumi Yuji's eyes were bottomlessly disturbingly dark. In a set of his youthful, even boyish face, Sakashita thought he'd seen the hint of a powerful, unyielding will. And when those eyes flashed over him, they were very much the eyes of a beast appraising potential prey. Sakashita had seen such eyes before. His instructor at an overseas hunting school had looked at him the same way. An overseas hunting school? That instructor had spent many years in the Marine Corps, participating in innumerable combat missions, a true soldier who had fought many enemies and outlived them all. Until the vision of her right eye failed, it was said that the instructor had been the greatest sniper even among the Marine elite. Wait, a sniper? Hold on a minute, who's this? Those black glittering eyes had possessed true power. Not the hollow threat of some city thug's leering glare. The raw menace of a beast's indifferent scrutiny, his knees had trembled at every glance. Kazumi Yuji's eyes gleamed with the same light as the genuine article Sakashita had once known. When the shock passed, the fact had brought him something like joy. He finally found the thing he had been searching for. His goal was revenge for his daughter. He had been searching for something to stand in his way. An effortless revenge would be meaningless. It would be no worthy tribute, no suitable final achievement, unless he was made to labour for it. With a short sigh, Sakashita took another step forward, slowly approaching his immobile target. Of course, this movement was executed with perfect stealth. He couldn't afford to be careless yet. There was still a chance this was some form of trap. Squinting in the dim light that filtered through the canopy above, Sakashita cautiously observed the ground ahead. Scattered drops of Kazumi Yuji's blood formed a trail forward into the bush. No obvious traps, but there was no telling what a wounded beast might be capable of. Yeah, a cornered beast is most dangerous when it is stuck in a corner because they then become unpredictable. Surely a man with eyes like that wouldn't give up so easily. But in retrospect, there were many things about Kazumi Yuji he didn't understand. Oh? How could a boy like that, still virtually a child, have acquired such impenetrably dark eyes? Since he was in Mihama Academy, a box made to keep the sick daughters of wealthy men discreetly out of sight, he must have some unique circumstances. But Sakashita's investigations had yielded little in the way of answers. Well, actually, actually, no, they would be wealthy, because the school that Amane was in was a school full of rich girls, right? So, that would have meant that Kazuki's and Yuji had rich parents. Otherwise, she wouldn't have been in that school in the first place. The moment his informant had told him Suo Amane was in a relationship with a man, he had gathered all the information he could, none of it particularly revealing. Kazumi Yuji, precise personal history unknown. After an extended period studying overseas, he had transferred to Mihama Academy only months before as a specially invited international scholarship student. He might not even be Japanese. In fact, Sakashita's face-to-face meeting with the man had left him with such an impression. Wait, what do you mean? He's not Japanese? Kazumi Yuji had spoken without the habitual slang and warped tone you would expect from a young person these days. His words had been oddly stiff and formal, almost like a foreigner who'd learned Japanese from a textbook. Ah, okay. I actually know that one completely. I actually can relate to that one because it's how a lot of people from Tokyo sometimes also speak as well. But if you're seeing that somewhere in the Kansai region, where people speak a bit more, well, they speak formally, but it sounds informal to people who live in Tokyo, then it sounds like they've read from a textbook. And somehow, the way the boy held himself simply didn't feel typically Japanese. So he's saying that he grew up overseas? But wasn't he living in Japan? Even his build was unusual. He clearly trained his body intensely, but in a way utterly removed from the bodybuilder's quest for inflated masses or decorative muscle. Kazumi Yuji was lean, sinewy, as if forged for a specific purpose. This is making me think more and more that he's actually militant. As Sakashita's thoughts rolled uneasily through this litany of incompatibility, something like an answer suddenly popped into his head. An agent from the north. He'd heard something about a school there that existed to produce killers. Oh, wait. Hold on. After enduring severe training from a very young age, it was said those students who satisfied their standards would be sent off to foreign countries. He had no idea whether there was any truth to the story, but applied to Kazumi Yuji, it felt shockingly consistent. How do you know this? Even that strangely firm and erect bearing, so completely out of place in the modern youth, would be entirely understandable as a military deportment. Come to think of it, Sakashita's father had been no different. Men who have spent time in the military are permanently left with a different set to their face. Even their way of thinking is transformed. No matter what the situation, they're always simultaneously considering the best and worst case scenario. A soldier, or perhaps a civilian in military employ. A contractor? When his thoughts progressed this far, Sakashita drew to a halt. What? This is a trap. Kazumi's planned something. He's got something. All of a sudden, Sakashita felt very nearly convinced of that. He stared cautiously through the trees at Kazumi Yuji's white uniform, some 30 meters ahead. Sakashita Keiichi was aware that he suffered from a mild case of night blindness. Although it had no effect on his daily life, recently his astigmatism had been progressing as well. When the lighting grew poor, he had significant difficulty making out the exact shape of distant objects. Is that why he wears the glasses? In the dim, gloomy forest, where the treetops intercepted most of the sun's light, he could clearly make out the white school uniform on Kazumi Yuji's back. but there was a possibility the boy was making use of the sharp contrast to deceive him. Once the thought occurred to him, it started to look almost like the jacket had simply been draped over a suitable tree branch. God damn it. Cursing silently to himself, Sakashita lifted his shotgun to his hip once more. His anxiety and nervous tension rendered his movements somewhat sloppy, and the gun rattled in his hand as he brought it to bear. 30 meters ahead, the uniformed figure flinched in surprise and turned in his direction. Just my mind playing tricks on me. Nothing but a child after all. No, it's a trick! It's a trick! Come on! You just screwed yourself there. Lightly exhaling in relief, Sakashita took one step forward toward the white uniform. In that instant, I can't say the sentence! You just let down your guard, didn't you? Hello! His face contorted with agitation and fright. Sakashita spun around toward the voice, swinging his gun up to his chest, but there was no one behind him. Wrong way. Once again, the voice was behind him. So we're confusing his surroundings. Oh! Sakashita wheeled around a second time, only to find himself facing a large, flat boulder, realizing the boy had thrown his voice off of the wall of the stone. Ah, clever! Bouncing sound. He ground his teeth in frustration. Hi! Swinging from side to side, his gun and eyes moving as one, Sakashita searched frantically for the source of the voice. Like I said, wrong way. Why should he? You're trying to shoot him! The instant Sakashita screamed those words, he heard a bush rustle with movement a few meters behind. Nope! But rather than Kazumi Yuji, his eyes and the muzzle of his gun found something else entirely. A long tree branch curved back like a tightly drawn but oh, this is gonna whip! Oh, that will hurt. The branch instantly whipped forward into Sakashita's face. A split second after, he squeezed his eyelids shut. The rough wooden bow struck him across both. Oh! White stars exploding across his field of vision. Sakashita staggered backward, utterly blind. Oh shit. Yeah, you're screwed now, mate. By the time the thought ran through his mind, it was already too late. His arm was jerked behind him, and the unseen hand twisted the lever of his gun sharply upward, and the break action barrel swung open. I told you that was the wrong way, you know. That's cool. The voice was behind Sakashita again, but this time he felt warm breath on his ear. This can't be happening. His ears ringing, frantic and terrified, Sakashita tried to turn toward his enemy. But just as his head began to rotate, a hand reached out from behind and firmly seized him by the face. You're screwed, mate. As the long middle finger of Kazumi Yuji's hand dug savagely into his right... Oh! Oh, the eyes! Sakashita Keiji shrieked in agony and horror. What kind of monster is he? The instant the thought ran through Sakashita's mind, a heavy kick to the back of his knee sent him sprawling forward. His head, yanked back against the momentum of his body, came to rest defenselessly against Kazumi Yuji's chest, chin up and throat utterly exposed. He's going to kill me! Sakashita's hand, still holding his gun, was pinned against his back. His shoulder and elbow screamed with pain, bones audibly creaking. Oh, his weak hand, the only possible means of fighting back, was desperately clutching at Yuji's wrist in an attempt to keep his eyeball in its socket. God! He was completely powerless. If the man behind him stabbed his throat with a sharp branch, let alone a knife, he would simply die. Oh. Oh, now you want me to stop after you shot my back? And also tried to kill me and my girlfriend. Okay. Even as he screamed the words, Sakashita knew it was a laughable, hypocritical request. He knew this man wasn't about to stop any time soon, no matter how nicely he asked. But if it distracted Kazumi Yuji from inflicting pain on him for even the briefest of moments, any word would do. Any words. He's just gonna squeeze it harder. Sorry. Not quite. The same dispassionate whisper as always. Under those circumstances, it sounded so pitiless and so cruel that Sakashita involuntarily swallowed all the saliva in his mouth. So, wait, so that means Yuji knows of it? Damn. As the warm liquid made its way down Sakashita's throat, his utterly exposed Adam's apple bobbed violently up and down. Close, though. Everyone always gets so very close. Well, you were planning to kill me. What, you think I'd hesitate? Unfortunately for you, I'm used to patricide. Especially when it comes to worthless scum-sucking fathers like you. You're a dickhead. Very simple, Mr. Sakashita. You only know how to kill prey that doesn't fight back. And you picked a fight with someone who only knows how to kill human beings. Here's a tip. If you want to kill a human being, you need to go in prepared for the possibility you'll be killed instead. Bye. Oh, shut the hell up already. Oh! Did we just break his throat? Oh! Did we break his Adam's apple? Oh, yes! I gotta have some vitamins! Excuse moi. But where was Amane during that? Was she the distraction with the white t-shirt then? But clever, using the reflection of sound to confuse your enemy in an area where they're not so sure which way is left and right. Clever. As Sakashita collapses to the ground, I let out a brief sigh, then crouched down to strip him of his hunting shotgun and equipment. Using a nylon rope and packing tape I find in his backpack, I quickly restrained him. So he was going to kill himself after... Anyway, so either way, either thing could have happened. Yeah, somehow or another. Amane tentatively draws near, taking in the scene. Accepting my school uniform from her outstretched hand, I gingerly slip it back on. Yes, so she did actually distract him with the t-shirt. Staring down at Sakashita's limp, tightly bound body, Amane furrows her brow anxiously. Why the hell would I bother tying up a dead man? He's alive. We broke something though, I'm pretty sure we broke something. I could have easily though, if you wanted me to. Is it? You do remember who we're talking about here, right? Well, that's understandable. I have no intention of adding another layer of Amane's trauma. No, 2 Amane's trauma, sorry, my bad. That happens to be the main reason this man's still breathing. It's all good in retrospect, since it worked out. But to be honest, that was one hell of a tight scrape. I think you'd have more problems than a temper tantrum. Pouting, Amane holds a hand to the back of her head. We devised a plan on the run. A trap using a tree branch to momentarily rob Sakashita of his vision. And what it made it possible was in fact Amane's own hair. Wait, what? With no weapons on hand, we had to devise our own. As we ran, those long healthy locks quickly caught my attention. You used her hair? Wait, what? On average, her hairs were full 120... Her hair's nearly 4 foot long. Wow. By typing many strands together, we could use them as a substitute trap wires. At first, Amane clapped her hands happily, saying something about finally finding a practical application of digital communication, but... So you're saying you used her hair to communicate? What? After having nearly 30 strands of hair yanked out of her scalp, she was half crying from the intense pain. Oh! Ow, yeah, that hurts. That hurts. Don't be mad, alright? I'm grateful. You were pretty damn near perfect back there. Squatting down in the darkness in my uniform to lure Sakashita into the open, she had manipulated the strand of wire in her hand to provide the crucial distraction with impeccable timing. There might have been 30 meters between them, But she was still at gunpoint. Her composure was nothing short of remarkable under the circumstances. Yeah, I would be worried as well. Well done, Amane. This strategy couldn't have succeeded without you. You're getting an official commendation. Amane smiles as I drop my hand on her head and gently scratch her scalp, her cheeks flushing pink. This kind of feels like petting a smart, overgrown puppy that came running back with a tennis ball in its mouth. I'd imagine so. My only response to Amane's question is a furrowed brow. I've seen this expression before. It's the third kind of face a woman can show you. Not the face of a woman you can kiss. Not the face of a woman you can't kiss. The so-called special case expression. Is this the one where you give her a hug? Staring blankly at the expectant, almost demanding face, I suddenly feel very, very tired. Not yet. An expedition isn't over until you reach your front door. Save it for when we get back. Wait! Wait! Hold on a minute! Hold on a minute! Hold on! You're not telling me that she wanted to... Right then and there, right? 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 Oh my goodness. Oh, Amane, behave! We're going home. I'm exhausted. Impassively allowing Amane's disgruntled mutterings to roll over my aching back, I lead her down the mountain. Sakshita's father we leave on the spot, trusted like a turkey. Once my cell phone finally picks up a signal, I gave JB a call and push everything onto her. Oh no. Probably interfered in international affairs by targeting him in all fairness, so yikes. Naturally, that shaggy-headed dork doesn't take the news well. It takes a good deal of patient effort to explain the situation, and I end up sentenced to present myself at headquarters for an oral hearing and delivery of a detailed written report. The gunshot wounds on my back are painful enough, but now I've got a pain in the arse to deal with as well. Yeah, sorry about that, dude, but it seems that's the case. Oh wow, okay, 1 week jump, hello. 1 week after the incident, the wounds on my back had mostly stopped aching. My right arm still supported by a thick sling hanging around my neck. I paid a visit to JB's office at company headquarters to offer my formal explanation. Oh. Yeah, you have my sincerest apologies. Who's Asako? Guess it comes with being I-9029. Might as well just resign yourself to your fate. Ooh, wow. Maybe because I was trying not to focus on it. Figured I'd say that for the formal report. What, were you worried or something? National property. Holy God. Yeah, I understand. Oh, you were worried. Okay. Well then. What? So you were worried after all? Do you know what? You really remind me of Hold on a minute. Hold on. It's coming, guys. I just realized what that was. Hold on. The Sundari bell has been rung. Thank you. You are so full of it. Is it just me, or has JB been veering dangerously close to Michiru territory? Like, that's exactly what I was thinking. Maybe it really does come with a hair colour. I don't know. So what happened to that Sakshita man afterward? I spent the morning flirting with Amane, so unfortunately not. Oh, okay then. Oh, he's gone. Dead? Actually, I was thinking maybe that was their fault, but now that I think about it now, I can actually imagine that the guy would actually do
新
that.
聞にはそう書いてあったし、今朝のニュース番組やワイドショーでもそう言っているわ。
Suicide?
自殺の原因は不明ってことになっているけど、おそらくは娘の死をきっかけとした転落人生を苦にといったところじゃないかしらね。
Nah, you did it, didn't you, JB? If he was the sort of kill himself, I'm pretty sure the incident we're here to discuss never would have taken place.
今回の事件？何？それ。
Plain dumb, I see how it is. Dots. You covered it up?
事件なんて起きてもいないし、坂下氏は人生を儚んでの自殺。それが全てよ。
Did you give him a push?
いやーねー、人聞きの悪い。
When your voice gets all high-pitched like that, there's always something ugly going on behind the scenes.
一応ね、他にも思いついたんだけどね。
So he done the rest himself? Something even worse, I'm sure. No need to elaborate.
はい。
Oh,
お利
damn.
口さん。
She must have been really mad. Wait. JV can't possibly have a thing for Yuuchi, could she? How long have they actually known each other now that I think about it? I've completely forgotten if it was said before. And you say I'm full of myself. Can I leave now?
結構よ。なに？そんなにあまねちゃんが恋しいの？
Looking at your hair too long makes my eyes sting.
金髪は嫌いじゃないくせに。
Wait, what? Depends on the woman it's growing on. Alright then, I'll be going.
あ、ユージ、ちょっと待って。
Oh? You need something else?
前にあなたが言ってた予備社員の件だけど、条件付きで OK が出たわよ。
Oh, a conditional approval. Oh, hello. Conditional, is it?
そう、条件。今のままではダメだけれど、昇級試験を受けて合格すれば OK よ。
Oh. Head office examinations or Japanese branch examinations?
両方。いつまでも特務伍長ではいられないでしょ。少尉になったら予備士官に登録してあげる。
I am a soldier! Okay. Okay, I must be a soldier. There's no denying it now. When there's a rank called lieutenant involved, of course. You're telling me to go back to school yet again?
自宅から通えるように手配はしてあげるわよ。
Oh. What a pain in the ass.
あなたの強制任期はまだ1年半もあるわ。ゆっくり考えなさいな。
Alrighty then. Yeah, we'll consider it very carefully. My current rank is 5th from the bottom of the table, and she's telling me to jump another 5. If it was just HQ's examens, it would be absurd enough, but demanding I also pass a Japanese test for every rank is downright sadistic. So yeah, we need to study or work like a madman, one or the other. If I keep working the way I am now, it'll take a decade of serious effort to hit that rank. Even if I renew my contract and accept this training course, I can't see it ending in less than 7 years. Talk about delayed gratification. Reality's rough, isn't it? So that's how it is.
つまり、なんだろう、専門の学校に通うわけ？
I guess so. Probably, yeah.
じゃあ、転校しちゃうの？
No, I'll be starting a new school in 1.5 years. In other words, after my graduation.
すぐじゃないんだ。
Nope. That's right. After graduating from here, I'll be going to a new school for about 7 years at a guess. Mind holding off on the marriage until after that? Well, of course you'd mind. Yeah, dumb question.
ユージが待ってろって言うなら待つよ。
Oh. Nah, that won't be necessary. I'll talk it over with the higher-ups. There are restrictions on marriage as well, but once my field time is over, things should ease up slightly. I doubt it'll be a problem.
本当？
Aww.
ユージがここを卒業したら結婚してくれるの？
Yes! Got that backward, Amane. I'm the one asking you. Please marry me. Oh my god!
結婚する！
Yes! Well, it's going to be a little while yet, but thanks. We'll make this work.
任せて！
Yes.
じゃあ、私はユージより1年早く卒業するから、その間に自分の仕事見つけておくよ。
A job? Why?
だってユージは卒業してもまた学生になるんでしょ？だったら私が稼いで食べさせてあげる。
Yes, yes, yes. Well, even as a student, I'll be earning 106,600 yen monthly stipend with a bonus twice a year. And from what JB tells me, the head office covers a certain percentage of housing costs and other living expenses, including an additional allowance for married employees. Holy God, we're rolling in the money. I mean, do you want to be a full-time housewife? If you want to work, I won't stop you. Shouldn't really be necessary, no.
じゃあ子育てに専念できるね。赤ちゃんの靴下を編む練習でも始めようかな。
Oh, dear baby socks. Oh, my heart. Heart burner. Oh, that's adorable. I think you're jumping the gun a bit on that one. Oh, but it's adorable. Jumping the gun a bit, still a ways off. Those thoughts proved surprisingly transient. Time always passes more quickly than you expect. All too quickly. Half a year had passed, and Amane graduated from Mihama Academy. Wait, what? Oh, yeah, she was a year above me. That said, she immediately rented an apartment within walking distance of the school, so I didn't exactly have to go out of my way to see her. In fact, she made a routine of coming to the student dorm every morning, making breakfast for me and Makina. Oh, and passing us our lunch boxes. In the evening, we eat dinner at Amane's apartment. This pattern held for maybe a month or so. Soon enough, Makina grew irritated with the effort of walking between the dorm and Amane's building. After renting the room next door, she presented the school with an application demanding special permission to commute under the pretense of ensuring a secure living environment. Wow. And somehow, she forced Chizuru to sign off on it. Whoa, gosh, well done! The next door neighbours might not sound too bad, but in reality, Makina was soon virtually squatting in Amane's room again. Excuse me. Bubbles are coming. Just as when they'd been in the dorm together. That's cute. Another year after a year and a half. Oh my god, so that means we're graduating now. Wait, is this coming to the ending? Is this the first ending? Like the route ending now? This time it was my turn to graduate. And as planned for some time now, I entered a special technical school specified by headquarters. In addition to the monthly written exams, my new student life involved irregular, sometimes completely unannounced, physical fitness tests, often amounting to something like a very rigorous and painful game of musical chairs. At first, I was living in Amane's room and commuting, but the daily travel on top of the grueling training proved too much. I rented a room near my new school's campus and returned to Amane on the weekends. A pattern that held for some time. Wait, how many years are going by now? Hold on. But after about 2 years of this temporary solution, Makina finally chirped, "When are you going to get married already?" Startled, Amane and I looked into each other's face. Oh, my heart, yes! Yes, I needed this after the last episode. Having reached the mutual conclusion that it was in fact about time we got around to that, we were married soon thereafter, finally fulfilling our promise to each other. Oh, and not long ago, 5 years after my graduation. 5 years? 5 year jump. Hold on a minute. Hold on. Slow down. Slow the hell down. I need to catch up here. God damn it. 5 years though. Wow. Wow. The time is just flying by now. After various trials and tribulations, I cleared the last of my required exams well ahead of schedule by virtue of my superb grades. At long last, I entered the permanent reserve, gaining a degree of freedom. For my day job, I chose to become a teacher at my alma mater. Yep, alma mater, by the way, is actually boko in Japanese. It actually, if I remember, has the kanji of ko from gakko, and also the kanji for mother as the boko. So, yeah, a little Japanese lesson for you guys. And just so you know, it is actually an N1 kanji. An alma mater, you don't normally hear it here and there. Mihama Academy. If none of you know what alma mater is, of course it's the school in which you graduate from. Hey, need a gym teacher or something? It'd been years since we talked about this, and I'd asked half as a joke. But here I am, ready to teach a new crop of Mihama students. They're English, okay. Life works in mysterious ways, as I say. Wait, is Makina grown up? Yeah, life is just full of mysteries. For example, why is Makina still a student here? That's probably number one on my list at the moment. I was going to say, why is she still here? Did she fail her classes? Okay, why is she still in Mihama? What? Yeah, so she hasn't passed this whole time. Damn. From what Amane tells me, Makina repeated her grade 7 times in a row, ending up something of a super freshman. By all rights, her age should be a serious problem, but Makina was so childish to begin with. Even now, it feels like her appearance has just caught up with the other girls. Wait, what? Whoa! Jesus! That scared me. Don't do that. Boba Taro? What the hell is that? Did she post Boba Taro off you? She's smart enough to get a license, but she can't graduate. What? Can we not see them, please? I want to see them. Come on, I want to see them. I want to see them. There's a reason Amane stopped riding her bike. Specifically because she's given birth to... Oh, baby. She had a kid. Oh. Naturally, I had a hand in this. Oh my god! Yeah, don't... Are you sure? Wait, are you doing it as a popularity thing? Don't be ridiculous. Women are all about cooking. As long as she can make a decent meal, she won't have any trouble finding a man to bring back the bacon. Oh, so Amane had a baby girl. That's adorable. My heart is so happy right now. She'll be a beauty. Don't come up again! No! Makina! Run for your life! The hell are you talking about? There's only one thing to do. Riff off my shirt and yell, alright, bring it on. If any of you have been with me long enough, who remembers my whole Let's Play of Princess of Angeal? If any of you remember me covering frickin' Chihiro's dad. Was it Chihiro's dad? I'm pretty sure it's Chihiro, was it? Her father owned a dojo, and that's the same energy I got from him, and I love it. Yeah? Right, I beat the living hell out of your dad, fair and square. Oh, hello, father-in-law. Yep, I'm marrying her right now. Look, watch this. We're gonna do tongues right in front of you. Oh, God. God dang it.
おかげでお父さん、腰を悪くして3日ぐらいお店休んだんだよ。
Wait, did I miss something? Right, I've been living out here there fair and square. A pride is something you win, not something you're given. Thank you, Yuji. That line was amazing. He's the one who ignored your mother's approval and started shouting, if you want Amane, you'll have to take her over my dead body. Sometimes words just aren't enough.
ほんじゃ、もしこの娘を嫁にもらいに来たアホがいたらぶっ飛ばすの？相手がアラブの石油王でも？
That's oddly specific, but, well, I don't care what he does for a job as long as he can protect my daughter no matter what. If you call yourself a man, then defend your woman with your life. If you can't promise me that, go to hell home. No. If a spineless idiot like that has the nerve to even show up, I'll freaking kill him, for real.
殺すなよ。ていうか、あんたに勝てる男なんているの？それに、その子が好きだって言うなら、それでいいじゃない。
Depends. Sometimes they're a bad relationship, so you gotta be very wary. Very, very wary. You're already turning into the classic overindulgent mother, you know that? But I guess you do have a point this time. I wouldn't completely ignore my daughter's opinion on the matter. Oh, no, of course not. After all, she is a combination of you two. If she asked for my blessing, I'd ask her a question right back. Would you throw away your life for this man? And if after a day passes her opinion still hasn't changed, I guess I might be able to sorrowfully approve of the marriage. Probably. Possibly. Maybe.
なんだその曖昧な後半。
He's never had a kid, come on! But this is adorable! It's adorable! I love it! What's so funny?
なんか幸せだなってさ。ただそう思っただけ。
Yeah, it's usually been these three usually together, and now there's an extra little baby, and it's a cute little baby. Oh, actually, now that I think about it, please say that she actually made little socks for the baby. Please. That would make me, that'll make my heart melt. That will make my heart melt completely. I see.
そう、すっごく幸せ。あんなことがあった私がこんなに幸せでいいんだろうか。
This is the ending, isn't it?
不安に
Oh my god.
時々襲われる。
This is really it.
それでもこの人と一緒なら、ユージと一緒なら、きっといつか私の罪や罰が許される日が来る。
Oh, it's already come. It's
そんな
already
予感がす
come.
るの。
Oh, it's already come. Don't worry about it.
やがてマキノの学園を卒業し、私たちの部屋から出ていくことになった。
Did she get her own
卒業
place?
後はドイツにある美術の学校に留学
Oh, wow.
するとのことで、当分日本へは帰ってこないらしい。
Oh, wow.
いたらいたでうるさい子だけれど、いざいなくなるとなんだか自分の娘が出て行ったみたいで少し寂しい。
Well, you have been always looking after her that whole time when you was at the school, as well as after. Wow.
美浜で仕事をしながら予備社員の仕事を続けていたユージも、ここ最近はめったに呼び出されなくなり、年に数日間の教官としての仕事をするだけになっていた。そんな予備社員の仕事もあと1年もすれば引退の時期らしい。結婚して20年。
What? 20 years?
この年になるまでユージがどこの会社で何の仕事をしていたのか知らない。
20 years? What? No, I can't take these time skips. I can't take it. It's too
別
much.
に知りたいとも思わないし、ユージは私との約束通りいつも無事に帰ってきてくれた。
Wait, does that mean... Wait. Does that mean that their daughter is... Oh my god. Let me see. Please.
それ以上は贅沢というものだ。
Please, I want to see a good... I want us to have a good picture with all three of them. I want it.
ただ、ユージは夜中に苦しげな声を上げて目を覚ますことがたびたびあって、それだけが少し気がかりだった。 声をかければ何でもないとだけ答えるユージに無力感だけが残った。
Oh. Is this really the
そ
ending?
して気がつけばもう40年。
Oh my god, no! Oh my god, no, don't make me... No, I cried last time, I don't want to do it again. Snap out of it, me! As much as it's great to have a man tear at this, I must keep on going. 40 years, my
私も
heart.
もうすっかりおばあちゃんだけれど、相変わらずユージと共に穏やかな老後というものをそれなりに満喫している。
So that means they're like 70 or 80 odd now.
年とともにいろいろなものが穏やかになってきたのだろう。時間の流れさえ穏やかに感じられるようになり、そしてユージは夜中に苦しげな声を上げて何度も目を覚ますことがなくなった。隣の布団で穏やかな顔で眠るユージを見て、ああ、この人の戦争はやっと終わったのだと。やっと地獄から帰ってくることができたのだと安心もした。
This is insane. I can't take this. I can't take
そ
it.
んな穏やかで静かな日々から半年後、
No!
ユージに癌が見つかった。
No!
痛くても苦しくても我慢してしまうユージのこと。発見した時にはすでに手
Don't
遅
kill off
れで
Yuji!
余命は
No!
5ヶ月と診断された。それでも私たちの生活に大きな変化はなかった。
Dang it. Why did you have to get cancer, you cool
当
bastard?
たり前に生き、当たり前の毎日を送り、また当たり前の今日が来る。余命5ヶ月と診断されていたユージはまるで計算していたかのように5ヶ月目の日曜日の朝、私たち家族に見取られて奇跡に入った。
So that means they're in their 60s. And... No, Yuji!
ユージも死んでただ一人残された私は、ユージが死に際に残した。まだお前の罰は終わらないぞ。その言葉を守り続け、
Yes, Yuji! You chose a cool one-liner to go on.
その後も
Yes!
ありがとうを言い続ける余生を送る。
And she did it. She freaking did it. Oh, I'm so happy.
ユージを失った生活も思ったほど寂しくはなかった。
You've got your daughter as well as your grandchildren,
目
right?
を閉じればユージと過ごした思い出が走馬灯のようにいくつも思い出すことができる。
Can you stop with these
ユー
feels,
ジとは
please?
何度も喧嘩はしたけれど、思い返せば全てが楽しい思い出で、出した食事に一度も文句を言われたことがないのが私の誇りだった。
No, I would never have thought he would have dared.
と私ももう長くはないだろう。
Nah, I can't be sad. This is happy. This is happy. I can't be sad. This is happy. This is great.
もう思い残すこともあまりないけれど、いつでもまたすぐに会えると思えば少しぐらいは待たせても構わないだろう。
Oh.
私は相変わらずそういうところで少しだけユージには意地悪なのだ。
Oh, that's... Oh, wow. I'm sorry I'm not saying much, but... Oh. This is sweetness beyond sweetness, and... I love it. I love it. I love it.
ユージが死んで5年目の夏、
5 more years after? Did you go to the school?
数えてみれば あの人と出会ってから50回目の夏になる。
15th summer since I met him.
東
Hold on,
京で暮
15?
らす娘夫婦が一番下の子を連れて帰省した。
Aww.
久しぶりに見た孫の顔は幼い頃の私によく似ているような気がする。この子が生まれた時、ユージもなんだかお前に似ているなと言っていたっけ。
That's,
今
I
年が
love
最後の
that's
夏になる。
that's gold. That's
そんな
gold.
予感がしていた私は、義理の息子が運転する車の後部座席に乗って夏休みの旅行に出かけた。向かった先は、私が事故に遭って生き残った樹海が見下ろせる公園。
It got turned into a park?
私の唯一の心残りといえば、風見和樹が私のために残したあの荷物だけだった。
Oh, that's right. We didn't actually go and get it. So we actually didn't go and find it. So she doesn't even know if Kazuki's alive.
ここはあの頃とあまり変わらない。
Do you know, I swear, if Kazuki appears,
もう
if Kazuki
こ
appears,
こを訪れる人もあまりいないのだろう。現場へと続く山道はすっかりと荒れ果て、
oh,
老いた私の足腰ではとてもではないけれど登っていけるような道ではなかった。入山を諦めた私は、日の当たる場所に置かれたバス停のベンチに腰掛け、現場に向かって手を合わせる。目を閉じればまだあの頃のバスケ部の仲間たちの顔を思い出す。思い出す顔の一つ一つは今でも苦痛に歪み、怒りや悲しみをたたえている。
damn.
みんなごめんなさい。
She said sorry
そ
again.
してありがとう。
Oh.
こんなに長生きしてしまった私はいつになったら許されるのだろう。
Wow, this is like full revelation. Completely. But oh my god.
もう私に罰を与えてくれる有事はいないというのに。ねえ和樹、私どうしよう。私一人じゃ答えが出せないよ。
She's gonna be there, isn't she?
おばあちゃん、
Oh, she really does look like a mini Amane. And her name is Suzune.
ん？なーに？
私のおじいちゃんってどんな人だったの？
そっか。おじいちゃんが死んだ時、あんたはまだ小さかったからね。でもどうして急に？
Yeah.
なんかね、おばあちゃんが元気ないみたいだから、おじいちゃんの話をしてきなさいってママが言ったの。
Oh.
相変わらずだね、あの子も。変に気が回って不器用に優しいところはあの子はおじいちゃんに似たのかもしれないね。
So she's got a granddaughter who's called Suzune. But what's their actual daughter's name? They never said their daughter's
お
name.
じいちゃんは優しい人だった？
そうね。そしてとても臆病で勇敢な人だった。
臆病で勇敢？
Mhm.
臆病というよりは
Cautious about everything,
慎
yes.
重で何でもよく考えて行動する人だった。そしてどんなに困難な状況であっても 誰もが諦めてしまうようなことに直面しようとも。何クソと立ち上がる勇気を持っていた人だったわね。
Yeah, he was a freaking soldier.
覚えてないあんたに言ってもピンとこないか。
時々むちゃくちゃを言うけど、優しいおじいちゃんだったのは覚えてるよ。
Oh.
おじいちゃんが死んじゃって寂しい？
どうだろうね。実はそれほどでもないけれど、やっぱりどこかで寂しいと思っているのかもね。でもきっと私にももうすぐお迎えが来て、またおじいちゃんに会えるよ。若い頃は死ぬのがあんなに怖かったのに、今はあんまり怖くないしね。
These time leaps are too much for me. They're too much. They're too much.
おばあちゃんは死ぬの怖くないの？
怖くはないけれど少し寂しいかな。
I don't want to cry, god damn it. Stop it. Stop it. I don't want to cry.
そうね。私はきっと地獄へ行くんじゃないかなって。
Well, there's a reason she'd think that.
知り合いはいなくて、だからそれが少し寂しい。
まあそれは大丈夫じゃないかな。5年間悪いことをしなかったら天国へ行けるんだって前におじいちゃんが言ってたよ。
Oh, is that why he said you can't die yet?
そんな運転免許じゃありまいし。っていうか、あんたそれ何を手に持ってるの？
Yeah,
これ
what is it?
お
Come
守り
on.
だよ。昔ね、おじいちゃんの病院にお見舞いに行った時にもらったの。
Wait, Yuusha gave her
これ
something?
ね、どんな危機的状況でもこれを持っていれば必ず守ってくれるんだって。すっげえ効果あるからお前にやるっておじいちゃんがくれた。
Oh.
あの人まだそんなもの持ってた。
Oh my god, he still had that after so long. No, no. Damn you, Grisaia. Yeah, the mantis here now. The mantis here. Say hello, mantis. Hello. Alright, moving on.
懐かしくもその小さな犬のぬいぐるみは昔まだ私たちが学生だった頃あの人に持たせたものだ。
This isn't fair. This isn't fair.
何度も修繕した跡がある。こんな子供じみたお守りをずっと大事にしてくれていたのかと思うと涙が出そうになる。
Yeah, and I near enough just did that now. Thank you very much. God damn it. The heart boner. The heart boner is now
さ
hurting.
すがにもうボロボロだね。なんだか嫌な凄みが出てる感じ。
だから効き目がありそうなんじゃない？おじいちゃんはこのワンちゃんに何度も命を救われたって言ってたよ。
Ah,
そ
okay.
んな話私には一度もしてくれなかったけどな。
しまった。恥ずかしいからおばあちゃんには黙ってろって言われたの忘れてた。
Uh-huh.
あの人らしいというかなんというか。
Yeah.
そうだ、おばあちゃんにワンちゃんのお礼するのも忘れてた。
Huh?
俺
おじいちゃんがね、幸運の犬っころをやるからおばあちゃんにお礼をしろって言っててね。
Bloody hell, he is too smart for his own good.
ちょっと待ってね。確かね、いつか渡そうと思ってお財布の中に入れておいたはずなんだけど。
Please don't make the waterfall come. Please.
なんだろう、何をくれるの？
はいこれ、おばあちゃんにあげる。
それは？
これはね、天国行きのチケット。
Nah, they're coming now. Fuck.
天国行きの。
そう、これさえあれば天国行き間違いなし。
Yeah, there. Damn it.
ありがとう。
So much for my manliness. But it is a man tear, nevertheless.
おそらくは落書き帳の切れ端だろう。長方形の画用紙にはクレヨンでお花や動物の絵が描かれ、あまり上手とは言えない文字が書かれている。年を取って老眼がだいぶ進行した私の目にも、そこにははっきりと天国行きと書かれているのが見て取れた。私は天国へ行ってもいいのかな。
どうして行ったらいけないの？おじいちゃんも待ってるよ。
I'm sure he's got more demons than you ever did.
そうなんだけどね。
大丈夫。きっともうみんな許してくれるよ。だって、おばあちゃんはいい人だもの。
Yes.
そうかな。
そうだよ。私、おばあちゃんがいてくれて嬉しいもん。ね、おばあちゃん。私のおばあちゃんでいてくれてありがとうね。
Alright, I know what I'm gonna call this pub. I know what I'm gonna call it. Ticket to heaven. That's what I'm calling this pub. Grisaia, you're too cold, honestly. But, god damn it. Man, tears, give me strength.
その言葉が嬉しく、
Yeah.
上手にありがとうが言える子に育ってくれたことが嬉しくて、
Yep. And she's part of you, you know?
こんな私にありがとうと言ってくれる存在が嬉しくて、私は涙が止まらなくなった。
Damn it!
ありがとう。私も嬉しい。ありがとう。そしてユージもありがとう。私生きていて本当によかった。
I'll try not to say something so much now.
私は救われたような気がします。
You saved someone,
い
Yuji.
ろいろなことがありました。いろいろなことに悩んだり、自分で自分を苦しめたりもして。
Yeah, I know you tortured yourself too much.
穏やかだったとは言えない人生だったけれど、
Well, of course
そ
not.
れでも決して悪い人生ではなかったなと思えるのは、
Now you
と
don't regret living now, do you?
あなたが私と一緒にいてくれたからだと
Yeah.
今改めてそう思うのです。だから心からありがとうとあなたに言いたくて、今私もそちらへ参ります。
No, don't do it in front of your grandchild.
そうしたらまたいじめてくれるねえ、ユージ。
Please, please.
おばあちゃん、どうしたの？泣いてるの？なんだ、おばあちゃん笑ってるのね。よかったね、おばあちゃん。
Oh.
ちゃん
No,
寝
she
ちゃっ
did.
たの
Oh, she did. Oh no. No.
孫の声が
No.
少しずつ遠くなる。
You saved your grandmother just before she passed away.
見上げた青い空には白い雲。
Come on, Yuusha, you better be waiting. You
手が
better be
届
waiting.
きそうなその雲の隙間に懐かしい美浜の制服を着たあの人が
Oh.
あの頃の若い姿のまま
Yes, please, please,
その姿
please.
年がいもなく大声を上げて泣きそうになる私を見てあの人はいつもの不器用な笑顔で笑ってくれた。あまね
Stop, my heart. Can't
呼
take
ぶあ
much
の
more.
人の声に私は手を伸ばす
I can't take this anymore.
握り返したあの人の手はあの頃のままとても温かい手をしていた。それが
Yes.
とても嬉しくて、
Yes,
その手を取った瞬間、私はこれで全てが許されたのだと。
Is that it? Oh my god, no, that was the first ending. Hold on, I need a tissue. Oh my god. This ain't no kajitsu. Stuff it. Oh. Oh. My freaking god. My heart. My freaking heart. I hope this is recording because I can't see the recording number on there, so it might not actually be recording, but holy fuck. I was not ready for this. I was not ready. Oh. I wanted there just to be one more CG. Like maybe them seeing each other in heaven. That would have been awesome. God damn it. I don't know if this is recording or not, so I'll say that again after this is finished because I need a moment. Oh my god. That was just amazing. I am now more pumped to go and get the other endings, but I don't want to keep crying like a little baby bitch. But actually, no, it's not crying like a baby bitch. It's crying like a man. Like a man. That's what it is. Amane ending. And the song is named Home. No, no, no. No. No, don't call it home. Don't call it home. Oh, okay. Looks like everyone's got their own song thing as well. But I know that this is going to be very late, but I'm going to say it now just so that I can confirm that I will do it when I get around to it. I am going to put a Twitter poll out. I'll probably tell you the results of it in the next bit because I'm going to put it out on the 9th of February to ask what route you would want me to do next. And there's 4 to choose from. You better believe that I'm going to be doing them. You better be prepared. Because Yuusha, he may have man tears, but he's going to continue on. He is determined. Oh boy, am I determined. I don't think I can skip this either. And I don't want to skip it. I don't want to skip it. Even if it gets copyright strike, no, a copyright claim, I don't own anything anyway, so this is fine. Wow. Wow, that's given me a lot to reflect on, considering that's one ending. That is one ending, and there's still 2 main titles. But wow. That was amazing, and I wouldn't have changed that at all. I wouldn't have changed that. I will need a good break after this one. And just consider what the hell I just went through. Because that last scene, that last freaking scene broke me. That last scene. Her granddaughter told her the right thing right after she passed. And she saw what she hoped to see the moment she passed away. That person that saved her, waiting for her. Oh wow, we're going through the trees. Okay, hello. Hello, trees. Oh my god. This is amazing. Oh wow, what's going on? What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? I'm scared. Yes! 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 Freaking yes! Yes! Oh, fuck yes! Yes! Alright, the final man tier.
グリザイアの果実
Oh god, it went on my keyboard. Shit. I hope that all recorded because it says I'm still recording. I hope it picked up my voice and everything because I don't know if I can say it again. Alright. If none of that went through, I'm gonna put out a poll to see which one's gonna be next. Because, oh god, I want to get through all of them and go through this entire series and experience it for what it is. And now we've got extras unlocked as well. Oh, what? Secret? No. I'm going to do that last. I'm going to do that last. I'm going to do that the very damn last. So yeah, guys. That's it for me on Amane's ending. Holy shit. Oh, my heart. Just being told the one thing she always wanted to hear. All those years of feeling guilty of everything. And she just passed away in front of her daughter so silently in thanks to her granddaughter. My heart can't take this. Yeah, I'm sorry I can't end this with the same energy, but I've now fallen in love with the Fruit of Grisaia even more. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. Leave a like if you did. Subscribe if you want any more from me. And I shall see you in the next video. Sonja, guys. I will indefinitely see you in the next route. Oh man, I need to blow my nose. God damn it.